What if the scariest thing in a horror movie was not the witch? What if it was a man so consumed by guilt that he flew to Ireland specifically to die, and a supernatural nightmare was the only thing that could save him? That's hockey writer director Damian McCarthy's third film and honestly my favorite horror movie of the year. Today we are breaking down the entire story, the witch mythology, what really happened to Fiona, and that ending because it hits harder than you think. Stay with me, this one goes deep. Welcome back. If you are new here, I am break down indie and horror films that deserve way more attention than they got. Hockey absolutely qualify. Adam Scott leads these things, and he is a phenomenal. Drop a comment if you are an Adam Scott fan, because who is not? Let's get into it. The film opens in a vast, scorching desert. Two men, a conquistador and a young boy, are barely surviving the heat. The conquistador pulls out a bottle, check a map, and they are close to something, a red circle, a destination. But the bottle is stuck, and to break it open, he needs something hard enough. His eyes land on the boy's skull. He raises the bottle. Can he do it? We never see the outcome because we snap to our actual main character, a man named Om, tapping the epilogue of his book. This is his story, the conquistador and the boy are character in his novel. And that book is a mirror of everything Om is feeling inside. Right way, something else happened. A woman stand in the shadow on his staircase. She left her arm. Om turned a lamp toward her and she gone. Then she appeared behind him, face bloody, and he jumped out of his skin. He digs through a wooden box of mementos, photos, a trip to Ireland, his parents, as he sitting out on display, both of them gone, and tucked inside a revolver and an ad for the Bilberry Woods Hotel. That's where the story is going. Om drives through the east countryside, his parents literally riding along in the back seat as at the hotel, he met four girls cleaning a car, a crossbow, and a dead goat. Simultaneously, this guy is a lot. Inside, the hotel owner, Mr. Cobb, is telling kids a story about a witch who once lived where the hotel now stands. She hypnotized travelers, sacked them, and dragged them on tour of the underworld, where hand and claw would reach out from the darkness and take things from them, eyes, ears, or other thing Cobb won't name outright around the kids. Om shoo the children away and tries to check in. He called bristly dismissive, but we understand why when they open up later barely. He finds the tree from his mom old photo, scatter her assets gently around the roots. His dad, he just drummed those out bad blood there. And out of nowhere, a strange man named Jerry appears from the woods, offering him moonshine and something else. A special got milk laced with mushroom powder. He tells Om the shrooms are not about escaping your demon, they were about confronting them on laugh it off. He has no idea how prophetic that is. The truth about Om. That night at the bar, Om talks in Fiona, a warm and prospective hotel worker. He rambles about his books. Bleak ending, the conquistador kills the boy. The bottle still does not break, and he wanders into the desert to die. Fiona hates it. Then Om gets quit. He tells her she remind him of his mother. His parents came here for the honeymoon. His mom died a few years later, shot in the face when she came home from work, and the person responsible too young to be punished, but Om feels they should have hanged him. You feel that wetland, he crying this for decades. As for his dad, after losing his wife, he drank himself to death. Om inherited the bottle. This is a man who has been drowning the guilt for most of his life, and we find one out just how far he is sunk when Fiona goes to return something he left behind and find him hanging from a nose. She saves his life. Fiona goes missing. Om wakes up in the hospital briefly glimpsing something in dream his mom placing her hand on his shoulder. He sent back to collect his thing but when he asks to thank Fiona. She gone missing since Halloween weeks ago, no trace. He searches for Jerry thinking maybe he knows something. He finds Fiona folk tale book in Jerry van, suspicious until Jerry says he lent into to him and then he says something that stopped everything cold. Fiona is dead. He went to the hotel looking for medicine, heard the bell at the front desk ringing with no one around, then saw Fiona as ghost pointing up toward the honeymoon site on does not believe him. But Jerry already has the key stolen from Cobb and he has a theory about how Fiona got up there in the first place. Something stole the key, took her up and put it back quickly without anyone noticing. People grabs Jerry before they can go up together, hauling him off, leaving Om alone. The bell rings. He still has the key. He goes up. The suit is dusty, frozen in time. A strange tube of broke water long shorter on the bed, and a small clock was a little figure that strikes the bell on the hour. Om falls asleep, dream of himself as a child holding a gun and accidentally stop milk spilling, orange rolling, his mom entering the room in her yellow coat, her face destroyed. He wakes to find the hotel owner, Mel there, furious about his missing key, but before Mel can drag him out, a small door creaks open, a shift leading down to a basement that predates the hotel next to it. A button Om press it. A drum waiter arrives. Fiona body is inside, still in her Halloween costume. Mel panic and please lock Om in on the way out. The witch is real. Trapped in the suit, Om finds Fiona recorder pressure play. Her voice, I'm pregnant, Mel is the father. He was terrified his wife or his father-in-law cop would find out, so he drugged Fiona T, wheeled her up to the suit, and fed her into the dumb waiter. She went down, knocking what was happening. Om now has the full picture. Mal is the killer, and Om is locked in the room with a real witch. He discarded into the basement, ancient stone wall, hanging trinkets, including things belonging to Fiona and Albie. At the end of the hall, a supernatural door carved with runes and a piece of chalk on the ground. The clock in the room above is his only lifeline. When it strikes and little figure hit the bell, which activates the dumbwaiter, he times it perfectly but goes 1 second too long. From down the hall, clanking cycles glowing eyes, a cackle, the witch is absolutely real. He barely makes it back up, but the witch follow him, climbing the wall of the salt. He barricades himself in, falls into the tube, locks every door, and then remembers the chalk. He draw a circle of protection around the bed, leap into it. The witch circle him hidden behind the curtains, and from the outside we see she not quit there in the physical world, but she real enough. Morning he survived. Mal returned expecting Om to be gone. He not. The hotel catch fire, Mel end up the dumb waiter himself and the witch takes him. Scared dragged through those double doors, the sound that follow are awful. Oh mom appears one last time in the basement. He tells her he's sorry that it was an accident. She know and she tells him you can't stay down here. He takes her hand. She vanishes and he finds the small saw Fiona left in his pocket, her saving him again from beyond. Fergal arrives, guided by Om Ghost Mother, and pulls him from the burning building. Later in the hospital, Albie visits with a confession that Flex Om was drinking from all night. He spiked it was Jerry mushroom powder after Om burned him with that spoon. So was any of it real? Here, what the film is telling us both the supernatural is real, it exists all around us. Closed mind just can't see it. The mushroom opened our mind enough to actually see his mother ghost, who had been there watching over him this whole time from the very first scene. The Jack the Donkey Sinkers, the kid's TV host who tears on part in his dream, that's purely the drugs his own subconsciousness weaponizing a show he was watching the day his mother died. It's guilt. That's grief. That's a man who accidentally fired a gun as a child and he never forgive himself. The witch, the shackles, the basement real, his mother forgiveness real, and the book reading change everything. Originally, the conquistador kills the boy, the bottle never break, everyone die potentially. But now the conquistador sacrifices himself instead, gives the boy the bottle, tells him to follow the map and claim it all. Home is not writing fiction anymore, he writing his and he watch forward. That's okay, a horror film about guilty, grief, and the terrifying possibility that what we running from might be exactly what we need to face and stick with young long after the credit roll. If you have not seen it, go watch it. The come back and tell me in the comment, do you think the witch was real or are in home bed? Like and subscribe if you want more breakdown like this. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.